Startups, there's a cash prize that we're going to announce at the end of the day today. And the Startup Showcase is sponsored by Capital One and Accenture. Each founder gets 5 minutes to pitch with 3 minutes Q&A from the judges. So first up, I'd like to bring up Arlene with Veditz. And she's coming. Music. Yes. Yes, there we go, there we go.
Slide clicker. Slide clicker. Hi, I'm Arlene Garcia. I'm the co-founder and president of Veditz. I'm also the American Sign Language Teachers Association president and a former principal at a deaf school. Did you know that there are 70 million deaf and hard of hearing people here who have no access and are facing an education access crisis? Only 2% of us have access to education with our natural language. And this has led to a legacy of unequal access needs, and this needs to be fixed. Because our high school dropout rate, college and university dropout rate, as well as the under and unemployment rate, is tragically high compared to our hearing counterparts. We're going to fix this with Veditz. Veditz is the first company in the $8 billion global deaf ed market offering tutoring in K-12, college to life skills, online, anywhere, anytime, delivered in our native heritage sign language. So let's talk about what we're doing. We're creating a massive increase in the deaf tutoring access. Now, the old way of finding a tutor, you would have to schedule a tutor. They were restricted to their local region, and that led to shortages of qualified tutors. Now, with Veditz and our marketplace, people can find tutors on the web. And with WebRTC, we have live video chat platform, cross-device and cross-platform. 45% of our users are connecting to Veditz with their mobile device. And users in 67 countries in just 4 months. So we have so many tutors that can provide more than 50 education topics. And we're cutting costs for deaf tutoring by 60 to 90%. Remember, the old way, you'd have to find a tutor. Then you'd have to bring a sign language interpreter. With a 2-hour minimum, that can cost $200 per tutoring session. With Veditz, tutoring is online, in sign language, you only need to hire the tutor, and at a 15-minute minimum, we're reducing costs dramatically. And how are we improving effectiveness? With deaf design. We have 3 examples. We have our ASL STEM Academy, which is very similar to the Khan Academy, but all of our content is delivered with sign language. And this has been missing in our community. All the resources are provided in audio or text. Also, not just sending text messages, we can send video messaging. This is great. I can communicate with my hands. And we're going to add real-time motion capture feedback for those of you who want to learn sign language. So how are we making money? We're focused on B2B. We're working with state schools of the deaf, K-12, colleges, and deaf associations. We're providing them bulk tutoring or licensing our platform. And we are providing them data services. We think that will naturally lead to the B2C market. With our marketplace, tutors set their own rates, and we take a percentage. Thousands of users have had high repeat rates since May 2016 of our launch. We have a high satisfaction rate. Worldwide, we have the only the world's deaf university piloting with us. And we've had 11,000 hours of video content shown and viewed. And our revenue is in the 5 figures for October. We've already closed $372,000 and out of our $500,000 convertible note, and we're still raising. We believe that Veditz is going to impact millions of deaf and hard of hearing people around the world, and they're going to be productive individuals just like you.
Question for the judges? Yes.
Absolutely. It seems like this is certainly an underserved marketplace. I thought your pitch was excellent. The question I have is, it seems like you're doing a whole lot at once and trying to satisfy a lot of clientele. Which is your best product, and where do you see that one scaling from?
Well, for motion capture, we're setting that to our platform. Often, we do not have access for deaf people and individuals. And we really want to focus on equal access to education so that we can definitely provide the best access for education to any underserved person around the world. And we definitely want to bring and work with people together to provide education in our natural language. So with English and text, it's not our first language, and we want to provide those services in sign language.
Just as a quick note, we've been actively following Veditz for quite some time now for an investment opportunity. Thank you so much for doing such valuable, meaningful work. This is incredibly, incredibly important. One thing that I wanted to ask you about, why is your team the right team to execute on this vision? And the second is, in two-sided marketplaces, how do you ensure that there's enough tutors to meet the demand of students and vice versa?
Sure, great question. We already have 3,500 users sign up, and we have hundreds of tutors available, and with zero marketing. And we have people also in other countries who have signed up who are providing services in their own country's sign language. So you asked me about how we get together with our team. Well, I want to say that my team is basically the dream team, which has been brought to us by, we've been lucky and brought to us by just the spirit of the world. So we're talking about making a huge impact. And we're not just talking about one classroom, one school. We're talking about worldwide providing access for deaf people and hard of hearing people. You know, we have a CTO, we have our CEO who's focused on marketing, we have Danny Gong who's on interpreting, whose parents are deaf. And so our team, we can communicate, we can design the right platform for the deaf and hard of hearing market.
Thank you for presenting your idea. My question is about pipeline. So I noticed when you were presenting the data that the top of the funnel is like the tip of the spear, and actually the dropout at high school stage is very, very high. So are you intending to go earlier in that pipeline and really engage students in mainstream schools so that they have the opportunity to proceed to further education without dropping out?
Oh yeah, for sure. We already have about 20 B2B in the pipeline. One who has contacted us, they've all contacted us, and they want us to provide services in their institutions and their schools. We've been getting so many people signing up with us. So with B2B, we're definitely focused on that. And it's really great that they're contacting us to provide services for their K-12. So right now we have 20 different institutions, and we're making revenue.
I guess my next question is, what is your ability to deliver on that opportunity?
Well, it takes, on average, about 60 days to close a deal. And talking to them and video messaging with them, the key people there, they've asked me, they've invited me to go to their schools to make a presentation about Veditz and how it can help out with their institutions. So they've been contacting us, and everything's been going very well.
Cool. Awesome. That's it. Time for judges. You get you first time next one. All right, one more time for Veditz.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next up, I want to bring up Amanda with Ballooner.